You know, Donald Trump is nothing but a patsy. He's a patsy. He's a weak-ass, broken, useless, easily manipulated failure who has bankrupted companies, who was so in debt before he became president that he was probably getting threatened by the Russian mafia. Donald Trump is not the power that is making this country fucked up right now. The power that's making this country fucked up right now is billionaires. And you know who they are. They're here. Some of them are in other countries, but you know who they are. The reason they're doing this is because we are playing a worldwide game of monopoly. And all of the property has been purchased up by the billionaires. And so we pass go with our little $200, and we desperately try to make that $200 go all the way around the board. The problem is that as you go around the board, you keep landing on places owned by billionaires, and they keep sucking the life and money out of you. And each time you make it halfway around, you end up having to mortgage another piece of your life in order to just make it back to go. And the billionaires are doing this because they know something that you don't know. And that is that the game, at some point, has to end. Capitalism cannot go on as it is. And so it either has to transmute into something else, something where you are just slaves to them controlling you and you barely slide by, or it has to be destroyed and the board has to be flipped. So we can continue running around pretending that capitalism is going to get better, or that the nation is going to get better when we get rid of Donald Trump, or that the nation is going to get better when we get rid of the Republicans. It isn't. Because the people who are our representatives don't actually have any power over it. I don't know if you know this or not, but Trump just signed something called the Genius Bill. And the Genius Bill is now going to take your money away. The Genius Bill is now going to convert finances in the U.S. away from the dollar, which is managed by the Fed, into a cryptocurrency that is owned by the billionaires, and that there is no one keeping track of that money and no one putting rules over that money except for the billionaires. Now, will this happen immediately? Probably not. Probably be a year or so. 2, 3, 4 maybe. But the American dollar is on its way out, and crypto owned by the billionaires is on its way in as the coin of the United States, as the currency of the United States. And that went on during all of this obfuscation, all of this nonsense. Yeah, I mean, Epstein, yes, Trump is definitely guilty. But also Barack Obama. All the nonsense that they keep throwing up, this all happened under the guise of that. It is not the representatives that are the problem. If it wasn't Trump, it would be Vance, and Vance would be doing exactly the same thing. If it wasn't Vance, it would be another shill, and he would be doing exactly the same thing. If it wasn't that shill, it would be another, because the representatives are just pansies. I mean, just like Reagan. Reagan wasn't a leader. Reagan was just a fucking actor. And Donald Trump is just an actor. And George W. Bush was an idiot. So Republicans don't actually elect real leaders. They elect shills that billionaires use as tools. The only way to fix this is to flip the board.